Have you ever pondered the significance of women in religious texts? The Quran, for instance, holds many stories that elevate and celebrate women. One of the most revered figures is Mary, or Maryam as she is known in Arabic. Today, we dive into 10 fascinating facts about Mary in the Quran. 1. Mary holds a uniquely revered position in the Quran. She is the only woman mentioned by name in the Holy Book, not just once but 34 times. This is more than in the New Testament. 2. The Quran dedicates an entire chapter to Mary named Surah Maryam chapter 19. This chapter details her family, her devout nature, and the miraculous birth of her son Jesus. 3. Mary is celebrated as one of the purest women in Islam. The Quran describes her as chosen above the women of all nations. Such an honor highlights her esteemed status and the respect she commands. 4. Her story in the Quran begins much earlier than her pregnancy. It includes her upbringing in the temple under the care of the prophet Zechariah. The Quran describes how she was chosen by God at a young age and prepared for her significant role. 5. The Quran narrates the Annunciation of Jesus' birth in a detailed and miraculous manner. An angel appears to Mary, announcing that she will bear a son, Jesus, as a sign to the world, despite her being a virgin. 6. Mary's chastity and virtue are strongly emphasized in the Quran. When she returns to her people with Jesus, they accuse her of impropriety. In her defense, Jesus, as an infant, speaks from the cradle, proclaiming her innocence and his divine mission. 7. The concept of the Immaculate Conception of Jesus is also present in the Quran. It describes how God breathed his spirit into Mary, and she conceived Jesus without human intervention, highlighting the miraculous nature of his birth. 8. The Quran portrays Mary as a model of patience and trust in God. Despite the challenges she faced, including societal accusations and the burden of a miraculous pregnancy, she remains steadfast and faithful. 9. Interestingly, Mary is often paralleled with Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh, in Islamic tradition. Both women are praised for their unwavering faith and strength under trial, serving as exemplary models for all, regardless of gender. 10. Mary's narrative in the Quran crosses religious boundaries and serves as a bridge between Islam and Christianity. Her story, while unique in each tradition, underscores her significance as a figure of piety and devotion across faiths. To wrap up, the story of Mary in the Quran is both inspiring and surprising. From being the only woman mentioned by name to having a whole chapter dedicated to her, her narrative offers a profound insight into the role of women in religious texts. Mary's story not only highlights her purity and strength, but also her pivotal role as the mother of Jesus, making her a figure of reverence in both Islam and Christianity.